All right, it's an interesting debate that we was having yesterday for my true, really hardcore boxing fans who watch the boxers on the up and up. And it's your boy CJ Goodfellow. We back with the boxing clinic. Y'all know what it is. Shout out to the LDBC, the YTBC. And was having an interesting debate on my boy Leonardo Tyner. Boxing thread, and I made a boxing thread for myself. And saying this, that I'm willing to bet any amount of money on UK's Josh Taylor for putting ass whooping on Regis Prograis. Period. Opinions do change, but I don't see this opinion changing right here. And, Leonardo Tyner is a pro boxer from Detroit, Michigan, fighting on December 16th. Shout out to the homie. You probably, I don't know if you guys, know him like that, but he stopped Charles Hadley before Jermell Charlo did. So, he's fought Chris Pearson. He's fought a lot of guys. He fought Canelo Alvarez. He fought a who's list of fighters, and he's a tough little motherfucker too, man. But yeah, man, this is gonna be a future. They on a future collision, man. Most definitely, Regis told me you're gonna stop doubting me last night. That's what he told me personally, man. I know my boy Correa had an interview with him. He jumped on a little boxing thread. He tagged him, and you're probably right, man. He supposed to believe in himself. But he supposed to say, well, this guy's going to whip my ass, so I'm not going to fight him. No, he believes he can beat anybody. He's a very, very confident young fella. But Josh Taylor is just the fucking truth. Now, I just don't endorse anybody, especially from the UK, man. I just don't endorse anybody. I see this guy fight, man. First time I seen him really fight was O'Hare Davies fight. But not then. That's when I first started studying film on this guy. And this guy is the truth. Only thing that can stop this guy is a lack of focus and maybe not having a chance of getting hit with a lucky punch. Now, Prograis is good. Don't get me wrong. He's a very good fighter, but he's not technically sound like Taylor. Taylor has more balance, more fluidity, and Prograis is a madman. He can punch. He's a big puncher. But I think it's still things for him to clean up. He gonna have a tough fight with Victor Postal. We wait on that fight day from him. I should have asked him when was that fight going to go down. But we waiting on that fight day. We know, is he part of that unofficial WBC Junior Welterweight tournament, with the first fight being Jose Ramirez versus Amir Khan, St. Patrick's Day weekend at MSG Theater Room. So we waiting on to see where the Postal, we waiting to see where the Prograis and Victor Postal fight fall on. And that's a very winnable fight, but that's a stern test for him. That's a big step up in competition. I know Postal been inactive. He fought a couple months ago and got dropped in Ukraine and won a hard-fought decision. So we'll see. This will be a nice gauge for Prograis. We know that Taylor has stepped up, and he was the first man to stop Miguel Vasquez. But Prograis told me Miguel Vasquez wouldn't even last 9 rounds with him. So we'll see. He hasn't fought anybody Miguel Vasquez caliber. And that's what I'm saying. Maybe he got confidence. He got a lot of power. He just was losing to Errol Smith in the amateurs just by the hair, his chinny chin. So he does have a good amateur pedigree. He's a very good fighter. And if he beat Josh Taylor, hey, so be it. I'm happy for him. I like him as a fighter. But if we talking taking emotion and fandom out of it and talking skill for skill, I like my chances with Josh Taylor, man. He's a very, very balanced fighter. How you want it? Inside. You want it from the pocket. You want it from outside. You want it, southpaw. You want it orthodox. You want to get knocked out with the right hand. You want knocked out with the left hand. You want speed. You want power with both hands. You want IQ. You want adjustments, by round adjustment and fight adjustments. You want a good jab. Hey, however you want it, dude can serve it to you, bro. And that's how I feel, man. Like I said, people say, oh, you're a pro-black channel. I'm not a pro-black channel. I get credit where credit is due. I'm a pro-boxing channel. I'm a pro-sports channel. I'm a pro-life channel. And I'm trying to tell you, this guy can give it to you however you want it to give it to you, man. You want it raw, medium rare, well done, he gonna give it to you. He gonna give it to you. And a lot of people talking on this man, but they ain't watched this man fight. I watched Prograis fight some. So don't get me wrong. I'm very familiar with both of these guys. I'm trying to tell people and put people on game before this guy rises to stardom. And if you wonder, he's probably a domestic UK bum. Kill it. He fought in the United States already. Once or twice already. He's already in 11 fights. He's already fought over here. So he's familiar with fighting over here. So that's not an issue. They got a lot of confidence in that young man. He's on the fast track. He really is on the fast track, man. That boy is bad. He bad, man. He a bad motherfucker, man. I can say it like that. Prograis bad too, but he ain't been on that. We gonna see his step up with Victor Postal. And if he beat Victor Postal, he beat a better. I think Postal was a better fighter at 140 than Vasquez. But Vasquez was a guy who really kind of beat Canelo Alvarez early in his career. A lot of people don't know that. He got robbed by Mickey Bay. Every time somebody beat Miguel Vasquez, it was by robbery. Nobody had ever really clearly beat Miguel Vasquez, let alone knock him out. So we're gonna see what goes down with Postal and Prograis. Most people feel that's a shoe-in for Prograis. It'll be a good fight. I know Postal knocked off the ring rust already, so I'm ready for it to be made. But I'm telling you, Josh Taylor's the absolute truth, and I endorse him 100%. Right, as well as Prograis. We gone.